To be fair to her, I think a lot of us can relate to how she's feeling sat there looking at these lot.
Being a trans girl working at Hooters is literally the most bizarre thing in the world. Like,
it is.
The dichotomy of infiltrating the space of the straight white male gaze as a trans woman is just so insane. Like, I've literally had customers straight up say the most transphobic rhetoric to me, not knowing that I was trans, and I'm just like, okay, period. Like, what else do I say? Just seeing how open people are with their prejudices is so insane. I don't know. I'll never get used to it.
This is the scary thing. Unless you hear this person speak, most people, when they've had a few drinks, the lights are down, they're a bit waved in the club, they ain't gonna know. They ain't gonna know, and that's the scary thing, man.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
Oh my God, it's a person of color. Hi, person of color, are you okay?
Yes.
No, you're not. You're not okay. You are an oppressed, depressed, sad person of color. Oh, you must have such a sad, depressed, oppressed, sad life.
No, I'm actually very successful.
No, you're not. You're not successful. You can't be successful in this system, and I'm here to take care of you. I'm here to take care of you. I'm going to post so many Instagram stories.
I don't need you to take care of me.
I'm going to take care of you. Because I hate the white man as well.
They're actually alright.
You're a sad, oppressed, depressed, gay, person. You are gay. I bet you're gay as well. I'm here to take.
This clip was funny as hell. They got most of it right, but the only thing they got wrong was the hair color, because it would have been green, pink, you know, one of those colors.
Are you building a wall and preventing me from freely moving?
I'm not touching you.
Okay, I'm gonna go around. They're building a wall around me right now, which I thought you guys were against that. Like, Donald Trump is ruining everything. Why are you guys building a wall and preventing someone from moving?
You're trouble.
Like the illegal immigrants, right?
No, you're trouble.
What are these
Yeah,
lot
no,
doing?
they're trouble. You guys don't want illegal you guys want illegal immigrants coming to our country that people bring drugs, bring crime, but I'm just here. I'm just a little woman out here. Hands up, don't shoot, right? Where's your walking stick, by the way?
My cane? Are you being ableist?
Louder.
Stop it. Get some help.
You need to go.
For what?
Name and...
I don't have an ID on.
Okay, let's go stand over here. We're going to talk.
For what?
Because you cannot be out here disrupting.
Yeah.
We are doing security, and this is the disruptor.
I am security.
Okay,
Over here.
this is Caitlin Bennett, and she's trying to go through our crowd and stir stuff up for her Christian news.
She's going to come too.
Okay.
But we're not going to sit here and scream at you.
Okay, then I will stop screaming. That is all you had to ask.
We're going to go stand over here, and then we'll continue.
It's always the same thing with these videos. Copy and paste people, they all look the same, and there's no intelligent argument. They can never articulate on their views and the reason as to why they're actually there. It's always just screaming and shouting.
We hold so much power in the world. It would be really hard to be actually racist. I'm married to an Asian person.
How would you define racism?
There needs to be a system of oppression there for it to be racism.
What if someone came up to you and was like, hey, I hate all white people?
No, absolutely not. Because we hold so much power in the world. It would be really hard to be actually racist.
Do you think that allowing racism against white people will achieve equality?
I don't think that it would be racism against white people. I think that there's going to be discrimination against white people. And there's some stuff that's a little out there that talks about how the trauma can actually pass through the womb and pass through our cells.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Hang on, did I just hear that right? What? Where did... I don't even know what to say. It's you know when you're ill, when you're a kid and you do anything to get a day off school and you Google your symptoms and it will tell you like you got 2 weeks left to live. That's where these people are getting their information from, I swear.
You guys rather go to jail for the rest of your life or be conservative?
Here we go.
Go to jail. Go to jail?
Yeah.
Die. Why are you guys so firm in that you won't be a conservative?
Orange is the New Black, so jail sounds pretty cool, you know.
I'm very informed about both the prison system and our political system as a whole. It doesn't support people like me or the people who I care about, and that's why I'm so firmly against conservatism in its whole, as well as the prison system, as it does kill irregularly it ends the lives of trans people and people who are queer much higher than they do any other race.
Okay. And what about you?
For me personally, I grew up in a very conservative household, and my beliefs do not align with a lot of their social, political beliefs.
Okay. So you guys would rather go to jail, and you would rather die.
I'd rather die.
Yeah. If it was between death, I would die before being conservative. I can do that,
All right.
Boys, I don't know about you. This is the usual stuff I'm hearing, this crazy talk, but look at those sideburns, man. What is that? I just couldn't stop looking at it. You need to get a refund from your hairdresser, mate. And that person was talking about they would rather than be conservative. Well, I tell you what, I would rather than walk around with bright orange sideburns with a skin fade above it.
Bro, who are you talking to?
You want to see some shit on you? You want to see some shit on you?
You want to touch me,
Yeah,
right?
you want to see some
You
shit
want
on
to touch me? Who's touching me? He's trying to touch me. He's trying to touch me.
Pick
What's
it
your
up.
license plate? Let me see this. Bet.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CSI.
You can play the victim all you want for social media, but look, if you got a flipping pet, pick that shit up if it decides to take a number 2 right where people are walking, mate. You donut.
I'm a transgender, non-binary, pansexual 12-year-old from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
What does that mean?
I use he, they pronouns. To the chair and the committee, I am here to speak to you today about the rise of violence towards the two SLGBTQIA+ communities across Canada. It is draining. Draining because politicians are using queer youth as pawns, resulting in a rise of hate and violence. Draining because this makes every day more stressful and looking towards my future, not a thought I want to think about. Draining because we are constantly forced to rise up. Why is our leadership allowing this to happen?
I disagree.
The only thing that's draining is listening to this shit all the time and seeing bad haircuts. You need to do what most kids are doing, get on Fortnite, level up the battle pass, have a laugh, play football with the boys, and just be a kid, mate.
Most people ask questions about problems that they have in their life, and I try to point them in the right direction.
That's not a lawyer, that's a therapist.
So as a lawyer, what makes you more qualified to provide better advice than the average person?
Law school.
Huh?
Law school?
Okay, so how? What about law school?
I mean, that's a really loaded question. It's like asking an engineer, what makes you better at being an engineer than just someone off the street that went to high school?
What if you ask a lawyer an emotional question? Does law school make you more qualified to answer that kind of question and get advice?
That's not what we do. These are legal questions.
You said they come for problems. You didn't clarify. You said legal problems. What if I'm a lawyer?
So, I mean, I don't mean to be rude, right? But it's kind of implied that if you're asking a lawyer, you're asking them a legal question. You don't call your podiatrist and ask them about your taxes, do you?
No, I just asked you. I was like, what do you do? You said answer people's questions with problems. So that
Correct. Most people have problems. They don't know where to start.
Legal problems.
I don't need to specify legal problems. It's implied with the word lawyer.
Where'd you go to law school?
I went to Jones School of Law.
Why is she so aggressive? Who hurt this girl, man? Why is she coming over so angry like that? And if you could say something dumb, yeah, she said the dumbest thing she probably could have said. And yeah, the caption of the video, "She's the reason why shampoo has instructions," is a perfect caption for this video.
Witch pride event, and these are the people. Don't touch my hat. This is Satan himself, I think is what he identifies as.
Wow.
You can call me Lucy.
There are
Lucifer.
What? Numerous mental illnesses being represented by these dozen people here.
The thing is, I say the same things with these clips, guys. These events, they say they're loving and accepting of all, but when someone comes in with different opinions that don't align with theirs, you never seem to see acceptance, do you? What the? What is happening? Wow. It's a flipping dinosaur outfit.
Do you ever like wake up or do something and you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
Goodbye, Donald Trump. We're finally moving to Canada.
Oh, hey, you guys are actually doing it this time. Sick. Well, welcome to Canada, where the average house takes 3 times as long to afford versus America, where the unemployment rate is 50% higher than America's, where you can't legally own a handgun, but where you can legally get an abortion. That is, if you can deal with the 6 months it takes to see a doctor. Where we're probably going to end up electing a conservative to run our country anyways in the next year, and where we somehow got conned into paying a carbon tax even though our trees absorb 110% of our carbon emissions on average every single year. Yeah, but hey, at least we've got Tim Hortons, poutine, and way less Florida.
Got him. Yeah, he's definitely not wrong about people actually doing it, because as you lot probably saw and heard, there were so many people saying, oh, because Trump won, they're going to leave, and they're videoing themselves packing, but none of them actually did it. It was just a thing on social media. But yeah, it's rare to see people actually follow through with it, so best of luck to them, I guess.
It's not correct that there is such a thing as biological sex, and I'm a historian of medicine. I can unpack that for you at great length if you want, but in the interest of time, I won't.
You've heard what the professor has to say. What's your response?
Well, I don't understand what the claim that there's no such thing as biological sex means. And I certainly think it's, let's call it an error, to suggest that there's some sort of scientific consensus about that.
I don't agree with why Dr. Peterson has been asked to stop abusing students on campus.
To stop doing what?
Abusing students.
I see.
And are you prepared to suffer the consequences that society may deem you need to suffer because of your views?
Yes, I'm prepared to do that. If they find me, I won't pay it. If they put me in jail, I'll go on a hunger strike. I'm not doing this. And that's that. I'm not using the words that other people require me to use, especially if they're made up by radical left-wing ideologues.
Well, you heard it here first, guys. A historian in medicine saying that waffle is wild. And this TV host, the guy sat in the middle, man, he should have been siding with Peterson, the guy who was talking about reason and logic. But these people, you know, he agreed with him. He's just being told what he can and can't say, and he's scared of getting cancelled himself. And I'm completely with Peterson on this one.
If you had to choose between Taylor Swift tickets or 1 Bitcoin, what would you choose?
Don't
Taylor
say
Swift
it.
tickets. I don't really care about Bitcoin that much.
Taylor Swift tickets? Are you kidding me? Are you joking?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd rather choose the thing that's like I can hold in my hand. Like, I'd rather choose the thing that I can go to and not worry about it disappearing.
Yeah, this is flipping crazy. So if you don't know what Bitcoin is, some people might not know. It's an online currency, a cryptocurrency, and 1 Bitcoin is worth around £75,000. And back in the day, you could buy a pizza for like 50 Bitcoin. So if people held on to those, you're talking mega money. Way past these Taylor Swift tickets.
Of women expecting the man, and I've had guy friends tell me this. Women will text them before the date and be like, this is my Zelle, or you can Apple Pay me for the Uber to get to the restaurant, or for the child care for the night.
Nope.
And guys are like, is this a thing now? I'm expected to pay for the transportation or the babysitter.
But my husband made a good point. If he has kids, he has to pay for his own babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's expected to pay for not only his babysitter, her babysitter as well, and her Uber and the date. That's expensive.
Do you know what? There is some positive in this. If she texts you saying you need to pay for this, you need to pay for that, then you cut your losses and stay at home, log in Call of Duty with the boys, because she saved you a lot of time and money.
As a professional cuddler, a little over a year ago,
Sorry?
You know I don't know what a professional cuddler is.
Yeah, so it tends to be lonely guys who, like, they work a lot, they work so much, they have no time for dating, or like maybe they have anxiety, they're, you know, on the spectrum, something where they have some barriers between like interpersonal relationships.
Yeah.
So they want a comforting touch. They want someone to hug, they want someone to hold them, they want a personal relationship that they're struggling to get. They don't have time for dating and all that kind of stuff.
And so you cuddle with them?
Yeah, I cuddle with them. I used to travel, and Either they would host or I would go to a hotel. But this year I just moved into a townhouse. I have a spare bedroom now that I made the cuddle room. So since August, I've been hosting. They'll come to me a lot of the time. So
I just find this a bit weird. And if you had a daughter or your mum or a sister or something, it's not exactly an ideal career path. Meeting with random men who you don't even know and just getting into bed and cuddling with them. Isn't that a bit... That's just weird, man. You know, just work part-time at Mackie D's or something. If you're struggling to find a job, just do something other than that.
I have a couple policies that I love of Kamal. Could you guys maybe give me like a few that you think that she's done well or that you like?
I like her support for families, working families.
I'm not saying like support, like some like set in stone policies.
She supports childcare, working families.
I mean, that's not a policy. Like things she's done. Like, could you give me a couple?
What?
What'd you say, brother?
What's on her 100-day plan?
Are you asking them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's on Kamal's 100-day plan?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
She doesn't know.
I don't. Has she published it yet?
No, which is pretty shocking that she hasn't published it.
She's hinted at a few things.
She's hinted at a lot of things that she's talking about, but I haven't seen it.
But I feel like that's kind of crazy that with like less than, 3 months until the election.
She's only been running for 7 weeks.
Well, yeah, because she committed a coup against Biden. That's why she's only been running for 7 weeks. No one voted for her. Like, she wasn't elected.
She was elected.
No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't elected the presidential nominee. The people didn't vote for her in the primaries. And, the left always says Trump's a threat to democracy. Kamal was installed as the Democratic nominee.
I think this interview is over. You're not even showing her the courtesy of pronouncing her name properly. I think I don't want to talk anymore.
But why not? Because you can't defend and stand on your beliefs? Wait, are you walking away?
It's the usual thing when you see people who are protesting for something or against something, and they're asked to explain policies, procedures, just their beliefs in general, which most people you would think protesting would know. There's one or two options. The first one is they either, start getting aggressive with you or playing the victim, or just the second one, just walk away completely.
Fucking touch!
I didn't touch you, man.
Not that long ago and I can't stand another man touching me!
Well, no one did that.
I just can't.
Is this a prank?
I can't. He won't go away. He needs to go away. He's the fucking problem.
He's just trying to get his shopping though.
I need to leave?
No. We'll take it to the
I still got, okay. She threw some of my stuff.
Okay,
where is she still? Hell if I know. I'm so sorry.
Wow.
She wasn't sorry when she cut in line and then screamed.
I didn't see you!
To make it. Oh, I just asked her if she saw anyone in line.
Just fucking leave. Just go.
That's an adult.
These people working there, working in supermarkets is a hard job. It is. People don't think it is, but it is. You're on low pay, long hours. You get spoken to like crap. I'm talking from experience. And you deal with flipping lunatics like this. They don't want to be dealing with that.
Let's just walk up.
I'm just talking.
Walk up to her. Walk with Chris. Walk with Chris.
What the fuck are you doing?
Sorry guys, me coughing at the end there, but you just gotta laugh. 2024, 2025 is the years where if you play the victim, just scream and shout, don't say anything. It's flipping lunatics, man.
Is it right to put people like yourself into a pop video celebrating that kind of weight? And I ask you honestly, to be honest with yourself.
Honestly, if you were really concerned about people being obese and representing something bad, you would take yourself off the air because you're not exactly slim yourself.
Well,
right?
okay, I'm 220 pounds and I'm 6'1", right? You're 5'4" and you're 380 pounds.
Wow.
So there is a difference. I'm not morbidly obese.
Right, but you're still
I'm
fat
actually
too.
reasonably healthy.
You're still fat too.
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
She's missing the key point of all this. He's not celebrating it. That's what he's saying, and she's completely missing the point and just personally attacking him. He's not the one celebrating his weight and trying to make it like a normalized thing.
Why would men want to approach women today when they no longer have to worry about just being rejected, but also have to worry about being accused of harassment?
So that's kind of effed up. Because, I mean, there's a fine line between trying to pick up on a woman and, like, forcefully going after her after she already said no.
Right, I agree with that. obviously, if the woman rejects the man, I think he should, leave her alone. But I'm saying, what do you think about a woman basically feeling like basically annoyed that the guy even approached her just to begin with?
I think that's personal issues.
I think social media has them very brainwashed, and I think that they like the attention, whether it's good or bad.
Because men will be mean. Like, why wouldn't a man approach a woman?
Well, what does that mean?
Basically, men see a woman, they see something they like, and they just go for it without thinking. Men do not think. They don't think.
That just makes no fucking sense.
Seems like the girls at the start had the right response, but these other girls, yeah, the one at the end, men don't think. They always got to throw one of these dumb answers in the mix. And I can tell you now, in 2025, guys, it's becoming less and less of a thing. Guys approaching women because of, getting accused of so-and-so, getting called a creep, a loser, all that stuff. It's when you approach a girl, man, it's like rolling a dice. It really is. What are you doing, mate?
All right. You did not break your rules. You just open it up in the middle of
She just opened it up on video.
All right, everybody. Let's show them the video. Just everybody keep their voices down. I don't know this other cop. This one's good, but if you need to show them the video, please give him something.
She did that purposely. You are all adults, or most of you are. Nobody here.
Everyone knows watching this video that person did what they did because they were triggered by what those other people were doing. And you can tell the police didn't really want to get involved. They didn't want pictures of them online grabbing this Prestige 10 level 100 Karen right here.
If I now identify as a black man, am I a black man?
Why are you conflating race with gender, Pierce?
I'm just asking you a question, Ernest.
That's intellectually dishonest.
If I identify...
That's intellectually dishonest.
Maybe, but it's a question you don't want to answer, isn't it? If self-identity is limitless...
Because
I'm
race
now
is
a
not
black
the same
man
as gender.
called Ernest.
Because race is not the same as gender.
Am I a black man if I say I'm a black man?
Say it again.
Am I a black man
Listen,
if I say I'm a black man?
Could be...
Am I?
No, because you're a white man, because it's race.
So you don't
because
respect my right to identify as a black man, do you? Do you think it's ridiculous?
You can identify as a black man. You can identify as a black man, Pierce, but I know you lean on white privilege more than anything else.
Okay, just to be clear,
you wanted to.
You wouldn't respect my
So
rights to identify as a...
Wow.
You don't respect my rights to identify as a black man. In fact, you think it's ridiculous, don't you, Ernest?
You could, Pierce, you could if you wanted to. And the reality is,
would you respect me,
a white man like you
would you respect
can identify
me,
as black
would you respect me
and not be
refer to
harmed
me as
in
a
the
black
same way
man?
that a transgender person would.
Would you respect me and refer to me as a black man? Would you respect me and refer to me as a black man? Yes or no?
No.
Thank you, Ernest.
Got him. We fucking got him.
You can tell this guy, he knew what he wanted to say, but it went against all the stuff, all the spill he was about to talk to Pierce. And this conversation alone just proves how stupid a lot of the ideologies they have, because even they don't believe it.
Now that you're done each other off with a bunch of trophies and participation certificates, here's
Damn.
the truth. You guys don't care about the disabled kids because my disabled son was deaf. You put him in with a bunch of disruptive kids. There was no sign language interpreter, no instruction for sign language. He came home crying from Besser Elementary School every single day he went there because he got into fights with kids who didn't understand him because he was deaf. He couldn't talk, he couldn't sign. You guys left him there. No child left behind. You didn't want to give up the funding you get from state, federal, and local, so you didn't allow him to get transferred until I came in and went psychotic.
Mr. Porter, would you please refrain from using profanity?
You worthless fucking
Okay.
You tortured my disabled son, and you won't answer for it in a court of law. People like you hamstring their abilities to teach children like mine. You're a fucking disgrace. Fuck you.
The saddest thing about this is the people in the comments saying this guy's wrong, I hope I never be a father like him. What are these people talking about? This guy is the definition of a great father. He really is. And it's sad what happened to his son. No parent would want that, so I don't know what these people are talking about. If I met this guy, I would shake his hand because he is a great example of a good man, good father.
You're trespassing and stealing private property. It's a misdemeanor.
Why not just go about your business?
He just hit me in the face.
The police are coming.
Oh, I love it. I'm so happy they're coming because I can basically file a claim against him for hitting me in the face.
He did not hit you in the face.
Oh my God.
Drop the sign. Get out of here. This is private property. Get out of here. Get out of here now.
It's abuse, actually.
Get out of here. No, you can't. This is private property. It's private property. It's private property. Yes, it is. It's private property.
Hit me in the face. Oh, I love it. I'm so happy they're coming because I can basically file a claim against him for hitting me in the face. Oh, he did actually.
Yeah, we have it on video.
Yeah, please do because he collided and hit me in the face. You guys have an awesome day. Be free.
First of all, let's get one thing straight. Crack is cheap.
That seems like a logical thing to do. Go on someone's private property, damage it and steal things, and then play the victim. Yeah, I mean, that seems like a high IQ right there. And then when she left, she says be free. Well, they were trying to be free until you turned up and ruined their day. And on top of that, be free. She doesn't even believe in free speech.
But when Donald Trump speaks like a human being, he's a liar.
Donald Trump speaks like an idiot.
So is it misinformation when you say that a firefighter who got murdered at a rally, when you laugh at that and you say that that's totally fine, are you spreading misinformation?
I don't know if I said that's totally fine. I think I said I don't really have any sympathy for
No, you didn't. You
it.
laughed about it. You thought it was funny. You didn't give a shit. You were under fire on Twitter for weeks until you finally backed away.
I backed away from any of those statements.
Yeah.
You can go find the
You
people
haven't backed away from any of them?
No, not at all.
You don't care that the guy died, right?
People died. Rallies
Yeah, you don't care.
When this side is involved
But you
in
care
some
about
of the most
misinfo?
violent, divisive. Here's a
You
question.
care about misinfo?
Tell us why you're supporting Kamala Harris.
I just like her character more than I like Trump.
The woman that you're supporting, Kamala Harris, and her running mate Walls paper. They said that the free speech, they describe it as a privilege. Now, this is either when you are born in America, you have the right to speak your mind, and it isn't the nice stuff that needs protecting. It's the stuff that everybody disagrees with. It's the stuff that maybe is not nice, but that needs to be protecting too, because if someone's going to decide what free speech that you say, what I say, if it's going to be the government, they're always going to do what's best for the government. So we need to protect all speech.
Shout out to Andrew Wilson. He's too smart for Destiny, and you guys know when we watch Destiny here on the channel why people listen and follow this guy when he lets people whap his missus. What? People listen and look up to this guy. I would never listen to another man who allows that in his house with his wife. No way.
I'm an African-American woman still facing institutionalized systematic racism.
I don't believe that
yes, I am.
to be true right
yes,
now.
I am.
There are points
yes,
in our
I
history
am.
where that was true. Let me just share something with you, not as a matter of politics, but it's a matter of somebody who, I'm 39, I've had success in this country. My parents came from nothing. I've lived the full American dream, and I'm really grateful for that. And this is where I'm coming from when I say this. I say this to you just as a fellow citizen who wants to see you succeed and achieve your dreams. The more you view yourself as a victim, the more likely you are to be one.
Yep.
The more you view yourself
Facts.
as empowered, the more likely you are to be empowered. I want you to be empowered. I don't want you to see a world in which there's some invisible lines of hierarchy based on race or gender and that you're being discriminated against, because the more you see the world that way, the more likely you are not to achieve your dream.
Yeah, he's completely right. Living that victim life, having that mentality that the world's against you, and I've been like that at times. I think we all have. You feel like the world is against you, but it's an unhealthy state. And I don't know a single person who lives that way and is happy. Oh no. Look guys, you see the way she rung that doorbell and her walk? Yeah, she's got all the signs and signature traits of a Karen.
Hi. I want to know how you can vote.
We can't answer the door right now, but if you'd like to leave a message, you can do it now.
Shameful. Are you the one that walks by here and always screaming at people? No, I haven't walked by recently. Okay, because a lot of people walk by and scream. Yeah, I'm not surprised. You are voting for the devil. Don't you know that? No. Why are you voting for him? Because I believe he is a moral candidate.
Oh my God. F you for that one.
That's
moral?
Exactly that's how your side acts.
Oh my God.
That's
He's
how
the
you
most
guys...
immoral person around.
In your opinion, that's okay.
Oh,
yeah, I'm sorry. Have a nice day. Have a nice day.
What an idiot. Oh, what a loser.
The fact she even went to someone else's house to tell them that just shows how triggered and irritated these people get by other people's opinions. And these people always act and look the same. And if anything, them acting like this just makes people less appealed to actually vote for the same person as them, because this person clearly isn't thinking with a clear mind.
If companies can pay women less, why don't they hire all women?
Yeah.
Well, that's a whole nother story.
Really?
I understand your argument, and I understand that you're angry.
I'm not angry.
I can hear it in your voice. Listen
I'm not
to
angry.
your voice.
What?
I'm hearing my voice and I sound pretty calm.
You have now shifted the quality of your voice, and I thank you for that.
Okay.
And you've just given me a condescending look, and that's another reason why we need feminism. And now I'm done, and thank you so much.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
This is a typical feminist response right here. Well, guys, did you hear an angry shift in his voice? As if there was, I missed it.
Take your sign and get out of here.
No.
Because you are in my neighborhood where I am raising my family, holding signs that are hateful to people here.
There's nothing hateful about it. It's
why do you have it? No one needs your hate. You're a disgusting, awful person. Then go at home and speak your truth at home.
No.
No.
I want to report a young man with hate signs that he's recording people. He's on Brookdale Road across from the fire department.
Okay, and what does this sign say?
Here we go.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Get out of our neighborhood. You are not welcome here. Get out. Stop thinking about people's genitalia. Take your sign and get out of here.
No.
No one needs your hate. You're a disgusting...
How's it hate, though? He's just stating a fact. Scientific fact.
Not hate, it's the
awful
truth.
person. Then
It's the
go
truth.
at home and speak your truth at home.
No.
No, you want to be out in the cold with your face all covered so no one can see you, holding your big mean sign.
It's not a big mean sign. They're 3 words.
Yeah.
What's a man then? Tell me.
It doesn't matter.
Nothing.
Why do
It
you
doesn't
spend
matter.
It doesn't
so
matter.
much time thinking about it? Because you are in my neighborhood where I am raising my family, holding signs that are hateful to people here.
There's nothing hateful about it.
She's raising a family. Well, how did she get that family in the first place? Because it must have been from a man, surely? Maybe?
Then why do you have it?
Because you need to know the truth.
There are lots of truths. There's clouds in the sky. No one needs to hold a sign. That
so you're
sign
saying
is
it's
to
true?
provoke hate.
Is it true?
It is not true.
Then what's the truth?
The truth is...
It's not true.
Get out of my neighborhood.
No.
Okay, we'll see you soon.
What are you going to do?
Naperville Police and Fire, this is Jen. How can I help you? Hi, I want to report a young man with hate signs that he's recording people. He's on Brookdale Road across from the fire department.
Okay, and what does this sign say?
It's a transgender sign, but he's recording people that are going by. I don't know. It's just really super creepy, and I'm not sure if he is...
All right, I have an officer check on him. There's no expectation of privacy out in public, so he is free to record.
Yep.
But I will have an officer go check him out, okay?
There's always this thing, like, if people are in public, people say they shouldn't be doing it and tell them what they can and can't do. And I don't really get the problem with the sign. It's not like he's spreading misinformation. You know, around me, people have signs, you know, if they've got a burger van or something saying hot dogs taste good, are people going to start pulling over to them and saying, look, your sign is hateful against vegans or something? The fact this guy is holding this sign and people are pulling over and saying what they're saying and it's causing that much upset and anger, crazy in itself, ain't it?
If you're fat, emotional, you won't be good.
Some people say that it is possible to be fat and healthy.
No, it is not true. They have cholesterol and heart issues and a lot of problems to mobility. You get tired. If you're fat, emotional, you won't be good because you feel bad. Your clothes doesn't fit. It is horrible. Well, that's my point of view.
Well, it's not often you hear someone say something logical and it floats around on the internet getting lots of views, because everything she said was spot on. And that's a rare thing to hear these days.
When I was born, a doctor took out a ruler and measured something down there and was like, it's 1.4 centimeters, 14 millimeters, which means you're a boy. And they wrote down an M on my birth certificate. And had that thing been a little shorter, they would have been like, this person may have a mixture of chromosomes somewhere. And if it was a lot shorter, they would have been like, this person is a girl. And they would have written an F. But at the end of the day,
I don't think that's the only way they affirm gender, mate, is with a flipping ruler.
I wasn't assigned male at birth or assigned female at birth. Like this comment says, I was a baby. I was assigned baby at birth. The most important things about me, the information given to my parents, wasn't, this one's a boy, so you need to sign up for football. It was, hey, this baby needs to eat or else it will die. That was all the information they were giving.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Whether this guy likes it or not, his parents were told that they had a baby boy. That's just how it goes. You won't see doctors going, oh, you had a baby. You know, you can call him John or Michelle. It's up to you. That's not how it works, mate.
They were told to keep this baby safe because it is a baby. I was not born a man. If I was born a man, I would have been like Benjamin, what's his name? Benjamin Button? I would have been like Benjamin Button. He was born an old man, but I was born this big. Ergo, why you guys feel the need to call me a man? I was never born one.
Keep telling yourself that, darling.
The thing is, you can make as many TikTok videos as you like, but biology is factuality, and what you're saying isn't, mate.
If you're cis and you won't date trans folks, you're a transphobe.
What?
Now, if that made you mad, maybe it's your prejudices that you need to probe. No matter the reasons you've got, you're reducing us to when we disrobe. And that kind of thinking ain't sophisticated, it's more like microbes. I know you think you've got good reasons, maybe you do. Trauma's real, it's hard to heal, I'd never say that that isn't true. But transphobia is transphobia, and you won't get a pass when we're through. We're human beings, not sex organs, cis lesbians, I'm talking to you.
Stop it. Get some help.
You don't like it?
This tastes like shit and I wanted a refresher.
Amelia, I got you a refresher right here, and I got you the coffee because you said you wanted caffeine because you had a headache when you woke up. I got you that cake pop being nice.
You're talking too much.
Are you
You're
serious?
making me have more of a headache. Bee sting, bee sting, bee sting.
Okay. Well, I need you to start being more
Where's Dad? Where is Dad?
appreciative.
Bee sting.
Okay, listen. I tried to do what you wanted me to do.
Oh,
I
nah.
just want you to be happy. I want you to say thank you to me. Say thank you.
Bee sting, bee sting, bee sting.
Just say say thank you for what I did.
You shouldn't be dishing out bee stings, mate. You need a gym membership. This kid is like 12, 13, but looks like 45.
I did not have to get up and drive 20 minutes to Starbucks to get you 2 drinks.
Thank you for nothing.
Amelia Rose.
Shut your f***ing mouth.
These videos, man, just irritate me. Like, why are you trying to reason with your kid? And this video, I ain't got to say much. This video explains itself. I don't know where the dad's at, but this kid needs one.
How is women's lack of access to, and I suppose in some states, evidence of an inequality between men and women?
Because it's blatantly refusing their right to.
Guys, you know what I'm going to say. You already know. You already know. And I know you're thinking the same thing. Why is it always the same haircut, same colour? They all look the same. Every time.
Bodily autonomy.
Bodily autonomy? What about the bodily autonomy of men when it comes to being drafted? Wouldn't that be a case of men being oppressed and women not being?
I mean, yeah, but who created that system?
Why would that matter? Let's say it was a king or a queen who invented that system yesterday. What would that have to do with the fact that right now, today, me and Brian can't do anything about that? Aren't we oppressed by that system?
Depends. How old are you?
Right now, I'm 40.
I don't think you would be drafted.
Yes. In fact, the draft can be accelerated up to 70, like it is in the Ukraine and in Russia right this second.
Wasn't there talk about making the draft for females too?
That's nice that you're talking about it, but it's not the case. You say you don't have any bodily autonomy, but neither do I.
Do you have to grow another person inside of you? And then
I'm sorry, do you have to go die in a war?
No, I don't have to, but I can
Okay,
choose.
great. But I can be drafted, you can't.
You could always break your leg too.
You can always just not take in your...
I
mean, sorry, like, all you have to do is not let a guy in your...
All you need right now, that was no ball. That was no ball. Nigga, listen.
Every time I watch an Andrew Wilson clip, he always hits the nail on the head, doesn't he? And he's right. You know, a lot of these feminists and stuff arguing about pointless stuff. We all know if the draft were to happen, they would all keep quiet, wouldn't they? They wouldn't be queuing up with the men saying, "No, this isn't fair. We should be going with them." None of them will. Maybe some will, but all these people yapping and talking all this waffle, they ain't gonna do it. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It took me a while to make, so if you're new, like the video, subscribe, and if you want me to do another one like this, let me know in the comments. Lost a few brain cells, but it's worth it because you guys want to see them. So I'll see you in the next one. Take care.